I don't know, man. Yo, let me ask you a question, man. What do you feel about the Zimmerman verdict?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm about to start going out here and popping. I don't know what that like is.
You know, it's more like I just feel like it was just thrown out there at the wrong time. There's no way they just came to the conclusion that fast. And then on a Saturday night, it's just too funny. And then at the same time, there's this American guy that just that just had to flee to Russia because he has all this information on America, and America feels so threatened about him because he knows about all the policies and all the rules that are being bended and broken up, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. It seemed more like a distraction over anything else. It didn't really fit the timing and the actual seriousness within the case. For a case to be that serious, I think you would want to deliberate for much longer. You want to go back and forth, argue, no, this is why, this is that. It seemed like they already had their mind set. And then he made a few gestures in court that let you know, like, it just seemed like funny business, for a man to be on trial.
Somebody was paid. Lame terms, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You make it real sense out of it, but bottom line, somebody was paid.
Yeah.
Something, end of the day, somebody got some bread and said, listen, how are we gonna move this? We gave you enough time.
Right.
Enough time. Like, it don't make no sense.
Right.
Like, the dumbest person can figure this out.
Right.
It don't take a judge, it don't take a jury, it don't take a damn 2 years, whatever. It don't take all that.
I'm just amazed how a man on trial, I mean, basically, your life, your life is on the line. And your life is on the line and you're winking in court, like, that's too safe, too secure. You feel too good about
You're
what's
too comfortable.
going on.
You're too laid back in this chair.
Way too comfortable.
But then you gotta look at the laws in Florida too. You can't really. Our laws are different from their laws, which I don't understand that either. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's what it is. But
that's what it is.
I heard the president stepped into this thing.
Yeah, the president made a statement. To be honest with you, I'd rather he had not said nothing based on the statement that he made. Not really gonna go into details, but based on the statement that he made, I'd rather he had not said nothing. I'd rather he had just said, you know what, I'm just cool. I'm not gonna make a statement, because there's no, you can't tell people calm down. You can't tell people you shouldn't feel away. What are you angry about? Race have nothing to do with this. Listen, it's the obvious. It's the obvious, and now that they're trying to, there's a lot of buffers out here. Basically, a buffer is a guy that's gonna come in and just distract you from what's going on, calm you down, and get you to focus on something else.
Right.
And
that's the life we live in.
And that's the life we live in
right.
currently. And there's a lot of people playing that role, and it's a shame. We're gonna get right into the show. Any given Sunday, you already know what it is. The homie West Quick couldn't be with us today, but me and DJ Magic is in the building. Short Shot Studios is holding us down. Sir Manny is on the ones and twos.
My brother, Sir Manny, is going to be at the car show August 4th.
You already know, doing it crazy.
Family.
So we got Sir Manny. He about to play a little bit of ones and twos. We're going to bring in the first guest. Sir Manny, take us away. We're going to come right back. You already know who it is. Yeah. Guest with us. We have a special guest in the building. We go by the name of Smith. Take a seat, talk to us. Chit chat.
What up?
Peace and love. Black Success.
Yeah.
DJ Magic.
My man was here early. That's what I like.
My son ain't playing.
Yeah, man. We trying to break the mold. Trying to break the mold of rappers. They always late. So I try to.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
So Smith, talk to us. How do people know you? What have you been up to?
Been on the hip hop underground scene for a few years now.
Right.
Just put out a project a week and a half ago called the Smith Project. It was actually debuted on Billboard.com, and then it got coverage by a whole bunch of other sites like XXL, Respect, Complex. So yeah, just been getting a lot of good reception, got a good response from it. Yeah.
So how long have you been an actual artist?
Been creating music for about 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Taking it very serious the last 5.
And you actually had a chance to work with artists such as Kid Cudi and a few others.
Definitely, I worked with Kid Cudi. I worked with Sean Price. I actually worked with Capital Steez, and that track was the last track he actually did. That's also on the project. It's called Last Straw. So I don't know, maybe we can play that in a little bit. You know, we can check that out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into to some of your music. I want to first hear a record, and then me and Match can give you a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, man, cool, man. I'm like the real, like the raw dude, but I mean, this nigga, man, cool.
Yeah, he just chilling.
You know what I'm saying? It's real
He chilling.
shit.
He seemed like
real calm, like he did this shit before. Like,
Yeah.
like you making us
Like he
like, what
does
the
this.
fuck we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, before we get into your actual music, let's get into some personal questions. Because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure these are some of the questions people ask you all the time about the history of your music and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
How are you sponsoring your career right now?
Sponsoring my career. I would say just by working. I have a 9 to 5. You know, I grind, work about maybe 60 hours a week, and I put everything into my music.
Wow.
Yeah, everything is done by me.
Wow, that's great. And is Smith a single man? Is the ladies being responsive to his career? Is groupies coming in now, or do they come in later?
I got, you know, you get hit up here and there, you know, right now, and definitely I'm single.
Okay.
Definitely looking for something. You know?
Okay,
So ladies,
okay.
when y'all see me, come get me.
Okay. Well, just so we can get into more details, so that the ladies
He's good.
know,
Yeah,
you know what to
I'm taking. I don't want nothing. I'm taking.
2014 is okay to be wiped up.
Yeah,
I'm wife.
yeah.
I am
Yeah.
in handcuffs. I am
off the market. Clap it up. Listen, so Smith, what should we like? You know, because I have a lot of female friends, and they may be interested. I got to know which ones are you interested in? What are some of the characteristics some of your females must come with in order to talk to Smith?
I like a female who's open-minded, you know, to the world. You know, their mind is beyond hip hop and beyond just Brooklyn or New York. You know, ready to travel the world. I love a woman with a sense of humor, and also just know the time and place for everything.
Does she have to have a certain skin tone, hair length, body weight?
Not really, because I see light skin. There's light skin chicks that I'm attracted to, dark skin. I'll see a big boned female. You know, I'm attracted to them. So it all depends. It's really more on the personality, and then kind of the looks come like right after, or maybe even before sometimes. But for the most part, it's the personality. Yeah.
So, Smith, another thing, you know, the females may be interested. When's the last time you got your heart broke?
It's been a while because it happened once, and probably won't happen. Hopefully it won't happen again. We know, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But it happened a few years ago, and I learned from it, and it kind of definitely changed me. So now when I meet women, I have kind of more of a barrier, you know,
Right.
as far as my feelings are.
Right.
So
as we all should.
right.
You want to make sure the coast is clear before
Yeah,
you may let it go.
you know, you get that the one girl that comes in, you know, your nose is open,
Right,
you
right.
know, and sometimes she'll get you,
Right.
and that's what happened with me.
Ah,
Shout out
damn.
to her.
Shout out to her one time.
It's all love.
Shout out, man.
Yo, you a
One
cool
love.
dude, but I've been cursing her out. You feel me? Put that
It's all good. I'm all about peace and love.
Oh man,
That's
that's
something
what's
that I
up,
stand
brother.
by.
Oh man, this Smith dude is cool. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with this industry, you know, with the music industry, artists are gonna experience a lot of no's. You're gonna get a lot of no's, a lot of closed doors. Tell us about some of the no's that you got, and maybe the 1 or 2 yeses that you actually received.
I've gotten a lot of no's, a lot of, oh, you from New York, maybe maybe you should do this or do that, kind of like stray me away from where my heart is. And sometimes people don't see my vision, and you gotta accept that. You gotta accept the positive with the negative, because just the amount of people that were negative, there's even more people that are positive, and that's what keeps me going. You know? So yeah, I just take everything hand in hand.
So tell us about some of this music that DJ Sir Manny is about to play. Give us some feedback. What songs should he play? And tell us about the track.
These songs are from the Smith Project, which I released like a week and a half ago, and it's just some powerful music. There's a lot of different messages, and with this project, I didn't want to just, you know, when I meet people, I come off very positive, very fun-loving, but then I also have other sides of me, and this project showcases everything from the good and the bad. You know? So there's tracks like Last Straw where I'm going in lyrically. The flow's crazy, in and out, Capital C's right after me. But then there's other songs where, like Brooklyn, where I'm more like retrospective of my life, retrospective of the city of Brooklyn. And yeah, just a wide variety of music on the project.
If DJ Magic said, give me one song for the car show for this film, what would be the one song you would give?
Black Money. I think that's the first song we should do. Daffy the God produced it. He's in the building as well. I co-produced it with him. Wow. And what's crazy is the sample. I had it for a while, which is Money is. I don't know if you followed wrestling back in the days, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
I was always in love with his entrance theme. We took that, flipped it, put a bounce on it. Yeah, that should definitely be the next one we do. So
DJ Sir,
this is definitely for the clubs. Black Money.
Let's get into that. Black Money.
Thank you.